I'm trying to like rack my brain around all the reasons why someone would be jealous of me, and I can't understand it. Like, I don't know where that jealousy is coming from. And I'm not talking about just women. Like, surprisingly, more men than women are jealous of me. I don't know why. But with women who are jealous of me, like, I don't really need to worry about it if I'm out of their immediate vicinity. But like with men, they'll actually like go out of their way to track me down or something. Like they're just weird like that. And I'm like wondering why people would be jealous of me. And I'm like, what do I have that you don't have? Like, what is it about me that like makes you feel so insecure about who you are as a person? And that your um immediate and automatic reaction is just to hate, despite the fact that I'm not really doing anything. Like I'm just existing there in that space, and they just by comparison feel so inferior to me. And I can't relate to it because I've never felt like that towards anybody. Like I've never looked at somebody and thought that I was worse than they were or that they were better than me. And I never had the need to like make myself feel equal to that person in some way, shape, or form. Like that hasn't really been a need of mine, which is why I don't understand it. I don't know if jealousy is a normal emotion, but I know it's something a lot of people feel. So I'm like, what like makes people feel jealous? Like how do you handle it? Like what happens when someone's jealous? Like is there a cure for jealousy? And my answer is that no, there's like from what I've read, there's no cure for jealousy. Like it doesn't matter what it is that the person is unhappy with, they'll never be able to feel happy with themselves. And it's like it has really nothing to do with me personally. Like if that person was jealous of me because of some of the stuff that I had, if they had the same stuff, they'd still feel insecure and negative, right? They'd still behave like that towards me. If they had the same social status as I had, or if they had the same job position, same salary, whatever, they'd still feel the same way they do about me, even if they got cosmetic surgery done and they were just as physically attractive as I was, they would still feel that way. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't make sense to me either. I'm like, why would anybody feel this way? But I think it's genuinely because there's something in that person, like mentally, that is just something wrong with them. Like there's just something abnormal about that person. I think it might be a genetic defect. Like some people have Down syndrome, some people have like jealousy as a trait. And I think that's just like a genetic defect. Like it's just unfortunate, but that's what that is. And they just feel so negative when they're around other people. They feel uncomfortable with themselves when they're around other people. And that's definitely not a normal thing to experience. And I don't know why that is. And I haven't found a way to be able to talk to people who are jealous of me currently. Like I this everywhere. Like everywhere I go, I meet people who are jealous of me all the time. And it makes them do some crazy shit. Like it just they normally wouldn't do that kind of stuff, but because they're so jealous of me, they do like some weird fucking shit to try to alleviate their feelings of insecurity and inferiority. And I'm like, I can't be the one to convince them that they're not actually inferior or like worse off than I am. But nothing I do or say will convince them of that, right? Like they think and feel that they're worse than me no matter what. Like it doesn't matter what it is. Like even if the situation was reversed, they would still feel that way. And I think honestly there's no cure for it, and the reason is that it's a genetic defect, and they're the ones who attack people aggressively. So they're the ones who physically assault other people out of nowhere, unprovoked, with no, like, it's unwarranted. So those are jealous people are the ones who are doing that. Jealous people are the ones who go through other people's stuff and steal things that they don't need. Jealous people are the ones who are spreading all these like malicious rumors and slander and all that kind of stuff, which is illegal by the way. Jealous people, all of those things I've listed are illegal. Jealous people are the ones who are like, oh, they're going out of their way to find me on the streets to like say something completely like inappropriate. and awful and like degrading to themselves just so they can like tell me that they're jealous of me. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. You make it sound like it's a big news, like, oh my god, you found somebody that you're jealous of. Wow, like, stop everything and everyone, stop the world from working. Why doesn't everyone just focus on you and talk about how you're jealous of me? Like, this is insane, right? Like, I was just like, yeah, well, guess what? People wake up and go to work, which is why there's hydro, like, why there's electricity, why there's food, why there's people. There's still bus drivers, as awful as they are. They still wake up and drive the buses every morning. Okay, like that's why there's people like there's people flying planes. Like people wake up and go to work. Okay, this is it, unfortunately the world doesn't stop because one person is jealous. And that's I think what they want. They want the world to stop because they feel uncomfortable. They've encountered a situation where they don't know what to do with and they just it's completely new to them and they're like, "Oh my god, I need like a week off to be able to like accept this situation as reality and the entire world needs to stop for me specifically for an entire week. I need to have an entire full ride vacation for a week so I can get used to this idea of this new thing that's happening." And it's insane. This isn't the people who wake up and go to work who are feeling this way. I mean, some people, yeah, they like that at work, which is why they get fired and consequently lose all their friends and like their money and all that kind of stuff. Like that's what it leads to. But most importantly, there are people who are actually just like here at the shelters. There are people who are like on the streets. They just wake up and they're just jealous of people who are not them or who aren't worse than they are. And I never understood it, and I don't think I ever will. And I don't know how to prevent them from being jealous. Yes.
Somebody's